Hello, all you Global Flows junkies. My name is Patrick Brady, and today is May the 14th, 2024. And I've got some interesting stories about global flows. Here at Global Flows, we look at the flows around the world of people, products, finance, and populations. All right, cool. Well, I've got some interesting articles today, so let's go through them. Number one, this was interesting. A Chinese tech exec's fiery endorsement of toxic workplace culture sparks backlash and costs her job. This lady's name is Xi Jinping, and she lost her job at Baidu. She was scolding society for not working hard enough, and online there was an outcry, and corporate distancing followed her controversial remarks. She publicly apologized, reflecting on criticism and distancing her views from Baidu's stance. Other cultural reflections. Her case reflects the resistance to Chinese grueling 996 work culture, where white-collar workers are being pushed to work very long hours. Discussion on work culture and employee treatment, it intensifies. Also interesting, talking about the China middle class and how they're stressed out. There's an article there. Can its growing mental health industry lend a helping hand? Again, as we speak many times on this program, there is a lot of negativity in society about upward mobility, and are things going to be as good for me as my parents? Certainly, as the global structure disintegrates, and it would seem a lot of protectionist policies are coming into place in the United States, in Europe, with China, Russia. So there are tariffs being raised, and we'll talk about the EV industry here in a minute. But as that continues to happen, the government in China are really going to be promoting exports, and so really going to be promoting factories and exports and giving them more subsidies to do international trade, which will be interesting. All right, next article. Yes, the Biden administration imposed a 100% increase in EV tariff for so many EV products. Here's an interesting article about the EV future in Thailand, as the Detroit of Asia could be a key China hedge for automakers. Thailand is eyed by Tesla as a strategic base, diversifying from China. The U.S. may impose up to 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs, impacting global supply chains, which has already happened and signed into law. China Plus One strategy gains as firms seek manufacturing alternatives to China. I personally was surprised to hear Thailand as a diversification plus one. We hear about Vietnam often. Cambodia was really popular, and now Thailand. That is really interesting. I love Thailand. Many of you who have been, I'm sure, also love it. Beautiful place with beautiful people. The U.S. may impose up to 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs. We just mentioned that. China remains a major influence in the global EV market despite tariffs. Biden to hike tariffs on Chinese goods, including EVs, potentially increasing economic decoupling. That is the trend, the decoupling between U.S. and China. China rebukes U.S. overcapacity claims and seeks it as an economic containment strategy. All right. And next, this is an image of BYD, which is the largest EV battery manufacturer in the world. With America off limits, China EV makers aim to conquer the rest of the world. So, yep, this is the decoupling also on our side and also on their side. They're looking for more market. Goes on to talk about Europe, global ambitions that BYD and Chinese EV manufacturers have. I've heard it said that very likely Europe will follow the US's lead in increasing tariffs from China in the EV sector. Remains to be seen. Okay. Other articles. This is the global migration flows. This I thought was interesting. In the region of the Middle East, where Europe and Asia meet, Turkey tops the list of countries hosting most refugees. That was from May 8th here in the Curry Daily News, which is a Turkish newspaper. Thought that was interesting. Turkey and hosting those refugees. Other articles, UN migration reports warn of record numbers of displaced people worldwide. The U.S., Mexico, Turkey, Syria borders are among the most active migrant corridors. We know that our southern border is very active. We know our southern border is very active here in the United States. And I'm sure we'll hear about that in the upcoming election. Earthquakes in 2023 displaced an additional 2.7 million people in southeast Turkey and Syria. In 2022, India received over $111 billion in remittances. This is about the foreign direct investment, a global high, highlighting the significant economic impact of diasporas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing off. This is Patrick Brady with Global Flows. Hope you have a great weekend and a great